What's going on, everyone? So, when it comes to Ghostface, the type of kills, you can expect, a little pokey poke, right? Gotta be careful, it's YouTube. But, little pokey poke, people die, it happens, right? That's kind of the gist of a slasher film and franchise. But one of the things that I've always liked is when Ghostface gets off the knife. And I would like to see that. I mean, almost every Scream movie has had a sequence where Ghostface gets off the knife. I mean, even Scream 6, right? You had the ladder scene, ones that come to mind is, Sarah Michelle Gellar's character where she, gets thrown off the balcony, but, she still gets poked, but really meets her demise getting thrown off the balcony. You've had these sequences. But I'm okay if Scream wants to kind of get off the knife a little more, especially as we progress in these films. I would love to see some like really cool, kind of unique type of kills. Now, there is a fine line to that because you don't want it to become something it's not. You don't want it to now not be a slasher film. So I do want to make sure that they are implementing and incorporating the actual boat kills. But I'm okay if they want to kind of have a better balance. Great example that I've brought up when talking about this or in similar scenarios is the series. However you feel about the series, whether you love the series, hate the series has probably the best kills in the entire franchise. Like the series did a really good job with just these creative kills, but it still felt like what it was supposed to be, a slasher, right? Like you have Brandon James running around, like taking people out, even in Scream 3, right? The third season, right? Not Scream 3, the movie, the third season of Scream, the series, right? That was Ghostface. That was Roger L. Jackson and everything, right? Like, so, and, you were able to kind of do some creative things. I'm okay with them getting to that. I'm okay with Ghostface going in and implementing and expecting to, take somebody out and, plans kind of go left a little bit. So Ghostface has to kind of improvise. Right? Loses the knife, kind of getting ready to square up with this person. And then, there's an axe, boom, boom, and just take them out. Something crazy, right? Like I'm okay with that. There's a wood chipper there and they kind of push him off the balcony into the wood chipper or something. Like, I'd be like, oh, whoa, like that was unexpected, right? Like, I do think you can have some creatives. Now, again, I do want the stabbing type of kills. I do want to see, though, like, 'cause again, you don't want to lose what Scream is. You don't want to take away what Scream has built as a franchise and as a slasher film. When you start having 90% non-knife kills, well, then all of a sudden it becomes something that it isn't. But if you wanted to have, 2 or 3, right? Like there's supposed to be a car chase scene, right? If Ghostface wants to, loses Sydney or whatever and sees another character and just like boom runs them over or just takes them out hauling down the street, or somebody's like on the road and Ghostface just kind of boom boom, right, and gets back on track. Like, no, something great, like something out of left field, right? Because again, gotta keep in mind, anybody that's willing to do something like that is crazy. Anybody that's willing to become a serial killer they're crazy. Right? So they're going to do crazy things. They're going to have crazy ideas. Like, oh man, what if I like took that and took them out, right? Like I'm all for them kind of upping the ante here a little bit, so to speak, for Ghostface kills, right? However, there is this kind of, because I really liked the approach in Scream 5, right? And what I mean by that is like Ghostface didn't play games. Kind of got in, got out. There was no, toying with people. The only one that Ghostface really toyed with was Tara, but that's because they wanted her alive. She was the bait to get Sam back. So they toyed with her and messed with her because they wanted her alive. Right? But you saw everyone else like Vince and Wes and Judy and all these other characters. I mean, even Liv, right? It was just boom, quick, like, whoa, didn't see that coming type of kills. And I do like that. I do. And it's hard to kind of do that, right? It's kind of hard to get off the knife if you're going to have that approach. If you're going to have this kind of no nonsense Ghostface. Now, again, you could still have a moment or two here and there, some things just unexpected. Ghostface shows up to go take this person out, and somebody else comes home or shows up, and now it kind of becomes this different thing. I don't want like really. Although I did like Liv's kill, I don't want like a ton of gun use and stuff, right? Because that's a very short film. It's not like an anti-gun thing or anything. Like, let me be clear about that. It's more so of like, I don't want to see it be like, you can make that a very short film, right? If Ghostface is running around just pew-pewing everybody, right? Like that's a very different film than what it is, right? I don't mind, again, an extra kill where, like Roman in Scream 3, where Sidney's like lost something, he's like found something, boom, right? Like something like that, I'd be okay with. Ghostface kind of having the squabble, and then like, all right, knife isn't working, boom, right, type thing. I'm okay with them kind of breaking the mold a little bit. I don't want to lose what Scream is. I don't want to lose the inherence of this film. I don't want to lose what makes Scream scream. But I'm okay with them kind of branching outside the box a little bit and getting a little creative and doing some creative things. And, let's try this over here. Let's try that over here. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. I'd rather you experiment. We're in the 7th installment. Scream 8 is supposedly greenlit, right? Like, you need to kind of break some new ground from time to time. I'm not saying change. Like, I don't want it to be a Friday the 13th or, even some of the Halloween where it's just like it becomes eventually something that it's not. I don't ever want to see Scream become something that it's not. But I'm okay if you want to kind of tweak certain things here and there, right? I thought Scream 6 did a nice job of kind of doing some of those things, kind of taking some, a little fan service, but in a good way. Right? Like, hey, fans have talked about like, hey, it'd be really cool to have an early Ghostface reveal and have an early Ghostface kill. Boom, let's incorporate that. Let's add that, right? 3 killers, right? Let's have 3 killers. People have always said like they should do 3 killers, fake out death, right? All of these things that they incorporated in Scream 6, but they still kept it Scream, right? It didn't feel like it was a completely different movie. It didn't feel like, this is something that it's not, right? They kept it what it inherently was, and that's what I want to maintain. But outside of that, again, like some of the most memorable kills in the Scream franchise were non-stabbing kills. So I'm okay with them kind of going that route, right? Like I liked Scream 6. Again, like with the ladder scene, I thought that was good to just build tension and kind of like, oh, what's going to happen? Are they going to make it? Are they not going to make it? Oh no, now she's trapped on an island. She's cooked. How long is it going to be? What was it, Annika? How long is she going to be able before Ghostface finally just tips the scale? All right. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. Pass question to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? Feel what are your thoughts? Agree with me? Disagree with me? Kind of mixed in the middle. Do you think, no, strictly, pokey poke kills? How you feel? Either way, let me know down in the comments. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. If you enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel. What are you doing? Hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one.